So when it comes to getting into SMMA or running your SMMA and just thinking about the money, hitting the 10K revenue goals, hitting the 25K months, 50K months, a lot of times we get caught up in just thinking SMMA is all about the revenue numbers. But we forget what actually builds a good agency that hits 10K a month, 15K a month, 25K a month. And it's about focusing on your service delivery. It's about serving your clients. It's a service-based business. You have to serve your clients and get them amazing results to be worth the 10, 25, 30K months. And I think a lot of times people just think, once I solve client acquisition, my struggles will go away. Well, let's think about the client you signed from cold calling. Did you retain them? Did you have them for more than a month? Or did they go away because you wasn't providing enough value to their business? See, the thing is, a lot of the times as well, people think running Facebook ads is enough. Running cold lead generation is enough. I'm just going to run them from some Facebook ads and going to get them amazing results. But really, you need to become an expert in your niche. You need to become an expert in, running that kind of business. If you're going into chiropractic niche, you need to know not only how to run a Facebook ad to generate a lead, how do you actually convert those leads? What do you email those leads? How do you actually attract people who are willing to pay the money that they're charging? What kind of website do they need? Do they need a website? Do they need a Google My Business? What actually does that customer look into for them to then decide, yeah, I'm going to go ahead with these guys? Like, I'm in the home improvement niche. It's a very visual thing. So we have to find a way to show the customer that our client can provide the desired result they're looking for, instead of just sending them a cold lead, which I did last year and I got nowhere, right? We signed like 7, 8 clients at once and they churned in like a month and a half, 2 months, and I was back at zero. And I did that all through cold calling, fam. All through cold calling. You know how just like heart destroying that was, soul destroying it was to hours a day cold call, hours a day follow up, hours a day be on sales calls, hours a day sending them messages, only for me to then lose all my clients because we just didn't deliver results. It sucks. And me and my business partner, we sat down and we regrouped because it took a toll on us. I think we've never really had the conversation. We kind of spoke about it a little bit the other day, but it's like, I was thinking of quitting the agency, bro. I really thought about quitting the agency. I was like, man, fuck this. Like, this sucks. I'm signing clients. I'm not making money. Stressed about money. I had a really bad relationship with finances. And, over time, me and my business partner were like, cool, we signed another client. We started running ads for ourselves. I wasn't even cold calling. So that was already a boost to my morale. I wasn't cold calling. I was actually talking to people who were interested. We had a few people call it to say yes, but they never carried on. That was a bit annoying, but we managed to get one client with no real case studies or, proven results of what we was actually selling. Like, yeah, we've generated leads in the past, but now we were selling a whole different product, a whole different result, and we had no results to show for. Like, yeah, we could say we generated 77 leads for this company, but we're selling something different now. It's not just about the leads, it's about growing an Instagram. It's about actually providing value there, being a social media manager, as well as bringing them in leads. And now we're fortunate enough to have a client who's given us a testimonial. He's closed some work. He's getting more leads. And we're beginning to find a stride. And this week was an amazing week for the business. We had like 2 people sign on. 1 person got an onboarding call next week. So this weekend we're kind of working on it's lucky it's Easter, so they're not working. One of our clients is looking like a potential nightmare client, I'm not gonna lie. He keeps texting the group chat like, go away. Client communication's key, don't get me wrong. That's one of the mistakes we made on our last agency, was just client communication was awful. So it's not only now about, so look, let me break it down to you, right? So how we ran our agency before, we would sign them on for a cold call, get their card added to the ad manager, and just send them leads their way. And that was it. That's all we did. And then we started doing some appointment setting for the roofer. But overall, we would just set a lead generation agency. And a lot of the times people would object to that. It was like, well, we're getting leads from Checker Trade. How are you different? Well, it's a new opportunities. Good to, get some more leads. Like, I didn't know why it was better. Quite frankly, like, if you're getting leads off Checker Trade when our service is kind of obsolete, like, it was kind of pointless. We didn't provide that much value. We didn't provide enough value to get to 10K. So then I kind of lost my train of thought there, but what I'm basically saying is now we're so much more focused on actually delivering a great result. So yeah, generating leads is just 1/3 of our service. Like we do social media management, we do growing Instagram. You know, we have such a detail that we make landing pages and we make brochures, emails, text, CRM. Like we've took what we was doing before, like we had all that before, like the texting emails, and just put it on steroids. And I really think right now, like our agency is in a position where I think we can really, really hit our stride. And I joined a coaching program. Wouldn't say it was a waste of money. Like that's not the right mindset to have towards it, but I didn't get as much value back as I was expecting. But then I'm there thinking, well, maybe a coaching program is only meant to bring you like 10-20%. And it wasn't even the coach that gave us the best advice. It was actually the clients themselves. Like one of the clients is making like 16-20K a month. Using his strategy, it just didn't work for us, and we was just burning money like trying his strategy, and then we just went back to our old way. If you watch my last video, we just do lead generation for ourselves. Like we don't do what he was teaching us, because it just didn't work for us, and we were burning money, and all we wanted was booked appointments. We didn't care how we got them. It was like, what is getting us the most volume? Cool, let's do that way. And I think now that we've got that testimonial, like we have so much more conviction on the sales calls. Like I'm appointment setting really well, and overall people are loving what we're pitching to them. They understand it, so I'm showing it in a great way. There's never any confusion about what we do. We've had one sales call at the beginning that had a bit of confusion, but now it's like there's no confusion about what we're selling to them. They understand it. They know what the end result is. And I think that's what I've been honing in on recently, is less explanation of the how, just more explaining the result, and only bringing in the how and the why when relevant, instead of using that as the way to sell. Like I'm more focused now on selling the dream result than I am selling the vehicle that gets you there. But the vehicle still plays a big part. So kind of what the point of this video to say is like, if you're getting into SMMA or you're running your SMMA and you're at 4 or 5K a month, and you know you're thinking, you know, I really want to get those 15K months, it's like, okay, just think about your service and think, how can I serve my clients the best to my ability? I'm fortunate to have a business partner, so a lot of the work I don't have to do. I don't do service delivery. Yeah, I help here and there, but like I'm client acquisition guy. Like that's all I do. But that doesn't mean I'm not on meetings with my business partner and discussing like, how can we get these ads better? It doesn't mean I'm not monitoring the service delivery. Like I care about all parts of the business. I love this business. It's like my baby, bro. You know what I'm saying? I love it. And recently I've been loving it even more. Does that to say like I'm motivated every day to do the work? No. When I've got like 7 leads I've got to call up, I am like, oh, it's gonna take like 2 hours. You know, like, discovery calls take like 20 minutes on average, 15-20 minutes. So if you've got 6 people and they all pick up, you're gonna be there for like 2 hours. But that's part of the fun. Like once I do it, I'm like, hell yeah, I got like 4 meetings out of that. They all seem interested. We've dialed in our, you know, appointment setting system. We've dialed in our sales system. It's really now about dialing in our onboarding and service delivery, because we haven't had enough volume there to actually dial it all in. But we got a guy who's making 73K a month and he wants to get to 100K. We got another guy he got fucked over by another agency, so he has got a bit of a nightmare kind of like trauma. Like, you know, you date a girl, you had a bad boyfriend before, so they bring that to you, and he seems really happy like to be on board, but like that is in the back of my mind. Like he's had a bad experience. I hope he doesn't bring like the magnifying glass, if that makes sense, to our service delivery, because it does take time to get results. Like we don't do what other agencies do. We're a complete different agency compared to just lead generation agencies. We're in a boat of our own, but you know, I think nevertheless what happens is just a good experience for us. And I think by next week we're probably gonna have another like 2-3 clients. So I'm really excited to get them on board and really just start pushing this agency forward. Like I'm just all in with this agency. I've been all in, but now I'm all in. Like I'm focused. I feel good. I'm healthy. I'm boxing. I'm making YouTube videos again. And this isn't my priority, of course, but I do want to grow an audience on here, because at the end of the day, I would love to get into coaching and consulting and coach other people what I've learned from the SMMA, because I tell you the truth, I've been in the trenches of this agency stuff. Like I'm not a guy who's got lucky and signed a bunch of clients and then made it to 20K and then gone, all right, boys, let's get out of it. Like I'm still in the trenches. I'm still trying to scale my business. I've been doing this for like a year and a bit now, and I've learned so many lessons along the way. I've been in different niches. I've done different outreach methods. I've learned what works and what doesn't work. I've found service delivery, a new service delivery that not many people are doing on the market. Like I have a lot of knowledge and advice I can give you guys, but I'm not I'm not qualified to start a coaching program. And I think that's a conversation for another day. I just think there's so many coaches in the SMMA space selling a program that they're just not qualified to sell. Like they've just joined a coaching program, been coached, and go, oh my God, this is a great idea. I'm going to start selling it myself. The coach I bought, he literally said, like, the thing I sell is a pyramid scheme. Like, you're not meant to say that, G. You're not meant to say that. You know, he literally, I know what he done. He joined a coaching program, learned how to sign clients, and then started coaching agencies. Like, that's what he did. Not that he did run an agency. I don't know how successful it was. There's probably a couple white lies in there, but nevertheless, I think it was a good experience joining it. It taught me, like, maybe right now in our agency, we're not in need of like an agency coach, more in need of a sales coach, because yeah, I'm closing clients, but I'm quite a passive seller. Like I don't go for the close as hard as maybe I should, but we're seeing success with it anyway. Like it's still working. I think of all the leads we're generating, we are seeing like a 15-20% close rate. Do I want to get to that 30%? Yes. I don't know how many people I'm closing. Like, I haven't tracked the data. Like this is the thing we still need to dial in, is just like the system tracking and tracking our KPIs. Like that's still so important. But right now we are just focused on booking appointments, closing, onboarding, let's go. And just prioritizing providing the best value we can to our client, so that in sense we get back the monetary gain of the value we're providing. Like that's literal businesses. Provide value, you get back the equivalent of the value you're providing. And I think we're providing more value than we're being paid. But like, again, we're in the trenches. Like I don't really care. Like it's cool. Give me 5 months and I'll be chilling. So yeah, that's kind of what I just wanted to say, is like SMMA is not about the money. It's just about delivering a great service to your clients. It's about providing as much value to them as you can, prioritizing your clients, you know, because at the end of the day, like they're just like us, G. They're no different to us. Yeah, they don't run an online business, but they have goals, they have ambitions, they're business owners. You know, as much as we want a coach to come help our agency and do that, like they're looking for some guidance as well. They're looking for a marketer to come in and actually provide some good results, provide some quality leads for them, get them money, help them reach their revenue goals. Maybe they want to expand the business, like you guys want to employ someone. Maybe they want to employ someone as well. You know, you need to put yourself in their shoes and think, damn, like this guy's, maybe he's not doing well right now. Like we just signed on a guy. We usually have a setup fee, but he, from the discovery phase, he was like, yeah, man, I'm just on the construction sites. I hate it. I want to get off it. He has a girl. And I don't know, man, I just felt like, I just felt for him. I was like, you know what, G, let's get you off the construction sites. Let's get you into doing what you really want to do. And let's see if we can help you out. As long as you've got pictures of your work and you've been doing it for a little while, there's no reason we can't get you results. So signed him on. He's signing on next week. So actually, wait, we got 1, 2, 3 clients we got to sort out for the next 3 days, and I've got like 7 leads I've got to call Monday, and then we've got like four people to follow up with who gave us like a yes, like pretty much 98% close. They just had to check for a few things, and that's totally fine. Like, yeah, go check the numbers, G. I know we provide a good service. If you want to look into us, go look into us. We're legit. But yeah, man, provide the best value to your clients, man. It's all about service delivery. It's all about providing an excellent service. It's not about cracking client acquisition. That's one part of the puzzle. Like, you have client acquisition and then you have service delivery. Crack client acquisition, sick. Like, we did that first as well. We cracked client acquisition and now we're signing clients. Let's crack service delivery. Let's actually make it as best we can. And that's the mindset you got to have if you want to get to 50, 100K.